please put in the chat if you can hear me, because I actually have a new mic, so the quality should be better and you should be able to hear me, period. So please let me know if you can hear me. Just type simple yes or no in the chat. Yes? No? I hate the delay. Okay, cool. You can hear me. Hi. How is everyone? Thank you, Tiamat. Thank you. Okay. So it's just been a minute since I've been live, so I wanted to obviously do it since I like going live. And you guys always pester me every day to go live in a good way. I didn't really know what to talk about, so I figured I might as well just vent about this, which has been kind of a really crappy thing. Thank you guys. I do need mods. Put in the chat if you want to be a mod. And it should say in the description about super chats and shit. Let me put it in there because I will answer every super chat, obviously. Let me put it in the description really quick. Hold on, guys. I'm going to type this really quick. Include your social media. Okay. Done. So you guys know, obviously, I was doxxed a few months ago, and I've intentionally been very quiet sort of about the sort of things that have happened since then, because you never want to encourage them. And one thing about stalking is, I'm goldfish, I can be eating. And one thing about stalking is that when you acknowledge it, it seems to get worse. So it might not be a good idea, but I just feel like I need to vent about it. Thank you, N7 Smoke, who says good interview with Chris Hansen. Thank you. It was really fun to do an interview with Chris freaking Hansen. If you guys haven't seen it, search it after this. Thanks, Gabriel Macias. Thank you, Anthony, who says Sephora, Ulta, Sephora. Maddie H says, did you hear Mike Harlow was apparently banned from Twitter? Yeah, and it's really fucked up. I hated that. I feel really bad for him. Okay, so there's a few different people that, since me being doxxed, have really like latched onto the fact that they have my address, right? And they're all varying degrees of like crazy. So one of them drives by my house, not on a daily basis, but let's say 3 to 4 times a week. Drives by the front of where I live and yells stuff from the street. And what's interesting is that he's not yelling mean things. He's yelling nice things. But I have publicly posted for them to please stop, because regardless, it's still weird. And it actually has, since I asked them to stop, has actually increased in frequency. So could be worse. Could be them actually yelling death threats or mean things, whatever. Who's texting me? I got a notification from YouTube that I'm live. I know I'm live, YouTube. So that's one person. And then there's a couple worse people. There are a couple people who message me. How do I say it? And they will describe things about, good example. It's hard to say exactly because this person messages me and describes things that may be going on at my apartment building that no one would know. Describes places they've seen me around town that I have not like publicly announced or anything. Has been sending some weird messages this morning about how I smelled when they crossed my path. And I smelled like that. I had that perfume on. And a few other things. There are some people that send me messages from anonymous accounts that make it very clear that they know what's going on and what's happening and where I am at specific times. And they're all accurate. So that's been hell. It's been a very weird feeling. And by the way, I know there's like some new people subscribed recently. If you've never been to a live of mine, this is not the only thing we're going to talk about. We hang out for hours when we do this. But this is one thing. Thank you, Anthony Edwards, who says, do you plan to get the Pixel 4? I know you enjoyed the Pixel line. I'm personally disappointed with the new model. No, I don't have any plans to upgrade that. I actually want to go back to iPhone, kind of, if I'm honest. Thank you, Sid Black, who says, you're cool. You're cool, Sid Black. Thank you, McKenna Wade, who says, I've watched you forever. I love you. You're so pretty. Thank you, McKenna. Thank you, Ams Dornan, who says, what's your opinion about the Trump impeachment inquiry? I don't think anything will come of it at all. Thank you, Lunar Galaxy, who gave me his Instagram. If you guys have Instagram or Twitter, when you send in a super chat, put it in the message because I would love to follow you back. Because I have no friends to follow, so I need subscribers to follow. How do you guys like my last video? Like my last 2 videos? It's been like 2 videos since I live streamed. Do you guys like the Trisha Paytas one? Let me see. What's your Instagram, Lunar Galaxy? Lunar _ Galaxy. But yeah, you guys, one thing that's really interesting is that the gray area about people like this is that, like, for example, the guy who drives at my house all the time, constantly yelling things. It's not like that's illegal. You know what I mean? It's just really, really strange and disturbing. And then the messages from people saying that they've seen me in certain public places that are accurate, I don't really think that's illegal either. Maybe someone else knows the laws better. Of course, there's a garbage truck right now. Quiet garbage truck. Thank you, True Rapture, who says, keep that extended on you at all times. They'll just get worse and worse until they have you in a trunk. It's disturbing. What do you mean by keep something extended? I don't want to be in a trunk, bitch. Thank you, Ms. Maple, who says, I drew the Was That a Moment for You cartoon on Instagram. Oh, thank you. I saw that. It was so sweet. You're an inspiration. Don't let them get you down. I'm so sorry they're doing this to you. You don't deserve it. And don't follow me. Okay, I won't follow you, but thank you for the sweet words. One thing that's really scary, you guys, is I got a message this morning from someone who described what the security looks like in my building. And it was something along the lines of, why are you trying to disguise your security? Because my security here, you know, it was very specific and very knowledgeable. So, tragic. Thank you, Amber Patomo, who says, you have really opened my eyes, and I'm sure many others, about being truly transgender. I applaud your efforts in creating a better and more loving society. Thank you, Amber. That's very sweet. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you, Philip Carroll, with no message, but love you all the same. Hi, Jared. Jared Hewitt is my biggest supporter. He is amazing. And he says, serving legend, I love you. Stream Selena Gomez's new single. I haven't heard it. Is it good? I would stream it here, but you know she'll get me for copyright, girl. Thank you, Vicky, who says, Blair, these stalkers could get very dangerous. Please be safe. Yeah. You know, it's crazy because it's multiple. And it's crazy because it didn't happen right away. Like, I was doxxed months ago. But now all these people, there's like 3 or 4 of them. Now they're all here. So, I hope my eating is not annoying. I personally hate the sound of eating, and I hope I'm not like too loud in the fucking mic. Thank you, former SJW Walked Away, who says, did you see the new research paper on you, Ruben, and Tim? No, but I have a DM from Tim Pool sending me something. That might have been what he was sending. I'm so bad about looking at DMs. I saw the notification, but I haven't read the message yet. Let me see. Tim Pool messages me and says we're famous with a link. Let me see this. Am I too loud eating? I feel really self-conscious. The link's not loading. Can someone else link me to it? Thank you, True, who says keep any firearm or taser on you. I do have a pink taser. I do not have the other one. The new IKB says, suggestion, move to a gun-friendly state. Get a gun, get training, and if someone starts anything, then defend yourself as needed. Plus, I think you would look good with some big iron on your hips. Stay safe. Who's texting me? Okay. You're like, is that the stalker? It wasn't. No. I mean, saying to move is all fine and good, but I don't want to move. I love where I live, and I don't really know what to do, honestly. Thank you, Coffee Talk, No Big Whoop 88. It's a funny name. Who says, I want to see Catch a Predator featuring Onision. As do I. For those of you who watched the Chris Hansen interview with myself, you would know I was encouraging him. I was like, we need to just go bust Jessica and Eve and Onision at their houses. Let's just go knock on their doors. And he said, maybe. He told me maybe. So who wants me to go to Onision's house with Chris Hansen? Thank you, Aftershock, who says, do you really believe people who identify as they, them sound like they have multiple personalities? And I've definitely said that as a joke, but I'm pretty sure multiple personality disorder, isn't that not even a real thing? Wasn't that sort of debunked as a myth? Isn't it something else and it's like not actual multiple personalities? Maybe I'm wrong. Thank you, Anthony Edwards, who gave me his Instagram, and I'll follow you. By the way, follow me on Instagram, everyone. Ms. Blair White, MS Blair White. Let me see. Antonio and this. Why am I not seeing? There you are. Why do I have you blocked, Antonio? I'll unblock you. But it might have been for a good reason, so don't make me block you again. Thank you, James, who says, I hope your stalkers learn what boundaries are. I love you and I've watched you for ages. Thank you. You know, they seem to be sort of ramping up in intensity, which is a bit disturbing, to say the least. Thank you, Nick Marsh, who says, did you see the CNN LGBT town hall meeting? Yes. Clips of it. Lord knows I'm not watching that in its entirety. I'm hanging on to those last few brain cells, you know? No more funerals after the Trisha Paytas video. But I saw the clip of the trans woman who started freaking out and took the mic and stormed the stage or whatever. And here's some tea you guys might not know. Who wants tea? That trans woman's name is Blossom. And for everything that Blossom wants to say about, you know, white people and white trans people and all that, Caitlyn Jenner, gave Blossom a free ride through school. I'm not kidding. Caitlyn gave her a crap load of money in the past to go to medical school. And I don't know if she finished or graduated or whatever, but that's just some tea. Kitten's actually very generous, but gets a lot of hate. Thank you, Ms. Clearout, who says, Blair, you're literally my inspiration and you keep me sane in this community. Thank you, Ms. Clearout. Let me follow you right now on Instagram. By the way, I've seen a couple of people comment that I look like I'm losing weight. Thank you. I'm actually going so hard with fitness and with diet right now as I'm eating goldfish. And I have lost some weight this week. Let me find you. There you are. Follow me back, Clearouts. I'm following you right now. Ms. Blair White, follow me, Clearouts. I worked out every day for the past week, and I've been doing intermittent fasting, and I have dropped weight really quickly. So I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life currently. What is the research paper about me, Tim, and Dave Rubin? Like, what is it? Because the link that Tim sent me won't load. Let me try to download it. Thank you, Dexter Sims, who says, hey, Blair, I've been watching for 2-ish years. I just want to say stay strong and sorry about the creeps. Thank you, Dexter. I'm going to follow you right now. That's very sweet, and thank you for following me for so long. Code name. What's everyone doing with their weekend? I, tonight, am possibly going to a haunted house with JC. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I post JC all the time. But the thing about Miss JC is that his plans, you never know them until hour by hour. So who knows if we're going tonight? Who knows where we're going? We could end up going somewhere else. I don't know what I'm doing tonight, but we'll see. Thank you, Jeff, who says, I've been stalked from a subscriber of mine. It's even worse since I'm a guy and my stalker is a girl. Stay safe. I'm sorry to hear that. And I remember you, Jeff. I'm pretty sure you've been to a couple of my meetups. So shout out to you. Thank you, John Johnson, who says, me and my best friend Bethany just want to thank you. We're so depressed and your videos help us. Not even with politics, but just with life. Thank you, John. Shout out to you and Bethany, and feel better. It's so sweet. Thank you, Enrique, who says you should do a tour of meet and greets. Come to Miami. We love and we stand you here, Queen. Maybe I should. But the only thing is I wouldn't ever want to charge for a meet and greet. But for me to be able to do a tour, that requires charging. Because that's a lot of money for me to fly and drive and everything. So I don't know. I've been thinking about just funding my own tour because I can do it. And I'm tired of like relying on other companies that want to stiff you like full screen. Here's a whole other rant. I can feel I'm getting hot right now. I'm about to like go off. I'm getting hot. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, and those of you who are maybe YouTubers or smaller creators or larger creators, you may know that there are these companies called MCMs, and they're basically YouTube companies, like they're management companies. So there's Full Screen, there's Studio 71, there is like all these little companies that manage YouTubers. They take a cut of their money they make every month, and they promise to give them all these opportunities and sponsorships and all this stuff. This is advice to anyone out there who's ever thinking about being a YouTuber. They will hit you up really soon after you start a channel. Never sign with one. They're fucking scams. They're disgusting. I've never known a single YouTuber that's ever been happy with them. And the reason I'm saying this is because I finally got out of my contract with a company called Full Screen, which I was stuck in for a very long time. And they were taking a lot of my money and they weren't doing crap for me. And I'm getting really hot just even talking about them. I know there's other companies like Studio 71 that I know screwed over Jacqueline and other people that are friends of mine. Like, if you're a YouTuber or thinking about doing a YouTube channel, never sign with a YouTube management company. Do everything by yourself. But anyways, let me calm down before I spill too much tea on them, and then I have a cease and desist in my email. But what's new with that? My last video got copyright stricken, so I'm not making any money off my last video, so that's nice. Out of Gatorade. Thank you, Vicky, who says people driving by your house isn't illegal unless there's a restraining order or court order prohibiting them from being in that area. Yeah. She said I should get their license plates. I kind of can't, because when they drive by, I mean, it's always very quickly. And by the time I run out to the balcony to see, they're gone. I've never even seen their car. I'll just be watching a movie or doing my hair, and all of a sudden I hear, "Hey, Blair White." Or they say something about Joey. They'll say something about like just weird shit. Blair White, I love you. You guys heard that, right? So do you live across the street, sir? Tell me you guys heard that. They just yelled from outside. I'm gonna fucking throw up. You guys heard that? The chat's delayed too much. Did you guys hear it? Sir, just yell if you live across the street. Where, or are you driving by? Like, what is it? What a gag. So that person either started watching the stream and then drove by, or they live across the street or something, which is even worse. Hi, sir. Please stop yelling at me. I'm gonna need like I don't even know what to say. People in the chat saying that was faked. By who? That was not fucking faked. I think they live across the street, actually. So it sounded very stationary. Okay. There you go. How do we move on from that? How do I go back to answering super chats after that? Like, what the fuck? It has to be a neighbor. That's probably why every time in the past when I've run out to see their license plate, I've never seen a car. I was thinking they drove off too quick, but it must be they live across the street. GoFundMe for Blair to move. Let's make that. GoFundMe for Blair to get a new apartment. Thanks, Cole, who says, I kept thinking the entire time that the stalker is going to stop by and yell during the stream. Well, Vicky said, how loud is this man yelling for his voice to be so clear in your apartment? Very loud outside. I think it's from across the street. Jada says, much love for you, Blair. Dress up as Jessica Yaniv. Like for Halloween. I mean, that's low-key funny, but also low-key a little disrespectful because it's like literally a pedophile. So I don't think I'd dress up as a pedophile for Halloween. I am gagged, you guys. Oh my God. I'm stress eating. Sir, if you live across the street and you're still here, yell out the color red if you live across from me, or blue if you drove by. Just yell it right now, sir. Thank you, Jared Hewitt, who says, whatever happened to that music video you started? I want the real shade. That was for an artist that I feel like I was pressured into participating in it. And I ended up saying no at the last minute because it was really effing corny. And it was someone who I don't care for anymore. So that never happened. I'm gagged, you guys. Oh my God. What is my life? Karika says, love you, Blair. And about multiple personality disorder, I'm positive it is in the DSM-5. Oh, it's just extremely rare. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know if it was like fake or what it was. I'm so gagged. Fuck. I'm calling Joey. Hopefully he can answer the phone. He's at work. Stop ringing. Hello? Joey. We're going to call again. Thank you, Katie, who says, sorry you were doxxed, but I'm about to get married. Congratulations. You're like, sorry you got doxxed, but I'm about to get married. Shout out to you and your husband, future husband. Okay, Joe's clearly not picking up. Thanks, Chelsea Freaky, who says, Chris Hansen should just pay Onision $1,000 Patreon. It's a lot cheaper than $35,000. And he says himself, let's meet up and have lunch and make a video. Listen, I don't want Onision to make any money. I think the more Onision is starved and the more he realizes that... Joey? Hello?
Yeah, you should probably lock the door.
Oh my God, you just scared the shit out of me. Why wouldn't you say... Oh my God. Were you watching my stream?
I live here. Yeah, and I saw that you're out of Gatorade. And I yelled, I love you,
but
outside.
I said, wait, you were the one that yelled?
Yeah.
You fucking asshole. I thought it was the guy.
That's for deleting all my Pokemon. All right, I'm going to be in the living room.
I hate you. I thought it was the guy.
Nope. And I do love you.
Well, this stream has been a motherfucking roller coaster. I need a drink. I hope you put vodka in this Gatorade. I need it right now. Oh my God. And you sounded just like him too.
I know. I'm hilarious.
Like literally your voice sounded just like him.
I did the same exact pause and everything.
Don't let the dog bark.
Okay.
People are going to be annoyed. And when you opened the door, I like said hello and you didn't answer at the first hello. That was like really fucked up. That scared the shit out of me.
You would think you would lock the door.
Yeah, you would think so, but Okay, I left the fucking door unlocked, which I'll never do again for anyone watching this. It'll always be locked from here on out with a bazooka aimed at the front. You got me fucked up. Hate you. You need to buy me something now. Joey.
Yeah.
You have to buy me a present for that.
How about a gun for the house?
Let's not talk about that on YouTube.
Oh, okay. 2 guns. 1 for each of us.
I genuinely thought it was the guy. With every fiber in my being, because you sounded just fucking like him.
And I'm home so early, too.
Yeah, you never come home this early. What the hell? Do you want to go with us to the, me and JC might be going to a haunted house tonight.
Oh, JC and I.
Don't do that.
If you'll have me, yeah, I'd love to go to a haunted house. That'd be great.
Well, not after you corrected my grammar.
I do have to go get all my Pokemon back. It'll take a while.
I'm over you.
Don't say that. Which haunted house?
But you want to come? It's in Thousand Oaks.
Sure. Yeah, let's tell everybody what that what's on
Okay, we're not going to that now, actually. We'll do something else. I mean, it's in San Diego. Clearly, I'm not good at preserving my own life either at this point. Doors unlocked. I'm like, yeah, we're going to Thousand Oaks tonight at 8 p.m.
We don't have any guns.
We'll be out of the house for exactly an hour and 57 minutes.
So everything will be unattended at our home, which you know we live at.
Yes.
We have a dog.
Absolutely. I hate you. I was so mean. The door thing is even meaner though, because I genuinely, when you opened it and I said hello and you didn't say anything, I genuinely thought like it's about to go the fuck down.
Just walk in all fast.
You did. You walked in fast, like some kind of weird.
I just came in like Kramer, dude. I just like walked up. So fun.
Okay. Anyways, I didn't get back to super chats. Don't let the dog bark. Get the dog out of here.
Okay. Come on, Nana.
Thank you, Basim, who says, "What happened between you and Kim Petras?" Okay, we'll get to that. So you guys know, especially those of you that are from the live fam that are in all my live streams, that I always talk about Kim Petras. I always encourage you guys to buy her music. If you don't know, she is a pop star who is a trans woman, and I just always really believed in her. And I had heard through the grapevine, we have a couple of mutual friends who have told me that she doesn't like me. So a few times in my live, I've talked about how, I've heard she doesn't like me, but it's whatever because I still support her. Because I still support the idea of like a transgender pop star. I think that's cool. So then she apparently saw one of the lives, messaged me, and said, I heard that someone said I didn't like you. I want you to know that's the exact opposite of how I feel. I love you. I think you're amazing. Heart, heart, heart. And I was like, that's really nice of her to say that because, you know, it was just very like a classy thing to do. Like she just sent a nice message. So then like 3 or 4 days later, she's publicly tweeting that she doesn't like me. She said she tweeted fuck Blair. I was like, you just said behind closed doors that you love me and you like me. And then publicly tweeting you're saying fuck Blair. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I just, thought that was classless. That was without class. Trashy. So if she wants to apologize, she can, but I can't believe that, you guys. That was such a nightmare. I genuinely thought that was the person. It sounded just like him. Joey.
Yeah.
Watch, he's gonna yell like in 30 minutes he's gonna drive by and yell again, and you'll be in the house this time. I guarantee you.
Everyone in the chat saying to block someone named Kiki Black because they're gonna dox you in the chat. You should make me a mod.
That's why I need mods.
Yeah. I don't know if they're trolling.
Y'all are saying to block someone named Kiki Black, but there's so many of you saying to block her that I can't see her.
I saw her on there.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I found her. Hide user on this channel. Okay. She's hidden.
Nice.
I go through too much. Because we used to like Kim Petras, remember? Like, we really supported her. Like, it doesn't get more supportive than me literally telling my followers, buy her music, put money in her pocket.
Oh, did you tell them about the picture in your video on Blair Black?
Oh, I did a video for my second channel, just like a big Q&A that I'll put up probably Saturday or Sunday, and I talked about the Kim Petras thing. And there's even a picture of us together in 2017 because I went to like a little concert she had at the Abbey before she was really famous. There was like no one there. It was just a bunch of gay guys who didn't know who she was, but I was there like, I'm a Kim Petras fan. Let's see. Let's ask drama questions. Let's get messy. I feel like getting messy. I'm in a weird mood. Thank you, German Shepherd Vlog Daphne. Ooh, that sounds like a good channel. A German Shepherd vlog. Who says, hi, Blair, I'm Jenna. Just want to say you're great. Myself and my business were doxxed in 2017. It was horrible. People can be so mean. True. So I feel you. I'm sorry you went through that. Sargon of Assyria says, thank you for the follow on Instagram. You're an inspiration to all. I'm so bummed I missed your birthday meetup in San Francisco. Hopefully you'll do another, maybe this time in Central Valley. Hope to see you on Joe Rogan's podcast soon. Maybe if Joe Rogan would stop playing, because Joe Rogan has invited me on multiple times and said he's going to book it and said we'll reach out with the booking, whatever, and it never happens. But shout out to him. I still love his podcast. And yeah, hopefully more meetups soon. The birthday meetup was crazy. It was so much fun. I've never gotten more presents in my life. Pro tip, if you're a YouTuber, throw a meetup on your birthday. Everyone comes with presents. There was like 300 people with presents there. So I love everyone for coming to that. You know what's crazy is after you did that, it was like such perfect timing that people in the chat were like, it was fake. And I was like getting mad. I was like, great. And people are like, this has really been happening. People were saying it's fake. Like, what the fuck? Turns out it was fake. I just didn't know.
It was a real.
But just so you guys know, he's not messing with me for the last few weeks. We've been in the house together and heard people yelling on the street. So it is.
I love you, Joey, one time.
Someone has yelled, I love you, Joe. It's people, they've yelled all kinds of crazy shit. So, and it is one person who's probably on his way right now to do it. Thank you, Eddie Mosqueda, who says, hi, Blair. I'm a new subscriber and I love your content so much. Also, my Instagram is this. Thank you, Eddie. Welcome to subscribership. This is a weird word, but hello. Let's see. Edio Spook Getty. Okay, I just followed you, but you're not even following me. So follow me back. And other people, everyone else in the chat, please follow me on Instagram, MS Blair White. I'm trying to get to 250K. I'm at like 230 something. So help me. The dog's bullying the cat. Bella, be quiet. Joey,
No, stop.
fix that. He almost knocked over the ring light. Ms. Maple said, Joey,
I'm so
just
sorry.
go in the other room.
Okay.
They don't want to hear that shit.
You hear that now?
Everyone get out.
They hate you.
Ms. Maple said, baby, we're buying you a house. Go fund me for Blair to buy a house and get the fuck out of doxing land. Just kidding. Jade Hill says, when you laughed, my 2-year-old copied you. Oh, that's adorable. Thanks, Merbites, who says, girl, I almost messed my pants after hearing that. Unreal. Yeah. Thank you, Annual, who says, my farts smell weird today. I'm sorry about that. I feel like lately something crazy happens in like all of my live streams. Thank you, Tyler Preston, who says, hello. Do you know this guy named Rational Disconnect? He seems to be obsessed with you on Twitter, who calls you alt-right, grifter, transphobic, etc. Sounds like a fucking loser. So no, I don't know who that is. Thank you, Isaac Rivera, who says, can you blow your load in me? No. Anyways. Thank you, Ed Her, who says, what's your opinion on Tulsi's recent tweet about Hillary? Love you. I am a Tulsi stan, so I like her a lot. So anything she does, not anything, but most things she does, I support. Thank you, Hillary, who says, whatever happened between you and Andy Worski? I don't know. I saw he was doing a lot of really crazy shit. So I unfollowed him because I wanted to distance myself, and he like went off the deep end when I unfollowed him. And then made some crazy long live stream about me. Yeah, I've met a lot of friends who are YouTubers who, you know, the moment their views are down or whatever, they want to make mean live streams about me because it's easy clicks. Because there is like a cult of people out there who like hate me, and they will all go watch any hate video about me. So that's what Andy did. And that's what a couple other people have done. So I've learned to not really be friends with YouTubers. My only YouTuber friends that I trust completely, and the only ones I really need, Jacqueline Glenn, and then I'm cool with Shane Dawson, who's a YouTuber. That's it. I don't need any more YouTube friends because no, thank you. Thank you, Stephanie, who says, have you ever met Jeffree Star? Would you collab with him and ask his opinion on all this pronoun business? Make it happen. I have not met Jeffree Star. We have a few mutual friends. And it's funny because I was talking with Rich Lux like a year ago, who's a YouTuber as well, who's friends with Jeffree. And he said, oh, yeah, we were talking about you. And Jeffree thought you sounded familiar. So he went to your Twitter and found out he blocked you because Jeffree had blocked me before. I don't know why. So then Jeffree unblocked me. So that's the extent of our relationship. Is once upon a time he blocked me and then he unblocked me. So never met him, but I would love to collab with him. I think it'd be cool. Thank you, Brittany Chavez, who says, hey, Blair, love you. I've been watching your vids since 3 years ago. Have a great day. Thank you. I always love you guys that have been around forever. As much as I like love and appreciate every single person that's, you know, supportive, it's like really special to me when someone's like, I watched that second video you ever did or that first video. It's always very sweet. So I'm going to follow you right now. Followed. Wait, it's working now. Can you guys still hear me?
Sorry, what?
Nothing. I'm good. My webcam turned off, but I put it back on. The mic's working now, right, guys? Why does it say it's still? Okay. Yeah. For the people in the chat asking about the bracelet, it is Hermes. think it's really pretty. I just got it for myself. A little bit of a splurge, but I'm obsessed with it. I feel it looks really good when I'm tan. Anyways. Thanks, Callum, who says, got here late. How's your day been, Blair? It's been good. Got pranked. Thank you, Bobby C. Carey, who says, a friend of mine in your area had a stalker. Contact the district attorney about your docs and your options. Your area will take it seriously. Also consider a concealed carry permit. Be safe. Solid advice. Thank you. Oh my God, Clint. Thank you. That's very generous. He says, precious child. Thank you. Thanks, Vicky, who says, no, I don't want to answer that question. I know I said I wanted drama questions to be funny, but I don't feel like talking about that person at all. It's really all they have at this point, to be honest. But I'll follow you regardless because I appreciate the super chat. So Vicky, is your screen name Vicky Anal? Maybe I'm just pronouncing it foul. Maybe that's your last name and it's just a weird spelling. I don't know. But shout out to you. Oh, someone said, what about Shoe? I am great friends with Shoe on Head as well. I'm sorry. Shoe on Head as well. I have many acquaintances, but I'm talking about like my friends that are in my life here in LA. People I call up like, hey, do you want to go to lunch? Or do you want to come over and watch a movie? Like stuff like that. That's different. So I do have acquaintance YouTuber friends and friends. She was more than an acquaintance. I think she's a friend for sure. But she lives in New York. You know what I mean? So that's different. I meant like people who live here. Thank you, the real Sergeant Major, who says, I have served with trans people in the Army. With the mental condition that follow being trans, do you still think trans should still be able to join the military? Listen, I'm not going to say I know better than you. Whatever your opinion is, I'd love to hear that as well. Obviously, you have served, and thank you for your service. For me, I know that veterans are at an increased risk, and people who have gone to war at an increased risk of suicide and self-harm when they come home. I know that trans people have an exponentially higher risk of those as well, just living their daily life. And I could see the argument that compounding those two things would be very dangerous for someone who is trans. I think that trans people, it's very interesting. You guys remember I did my Vice LGBTQ debate on HBO a few months ago. And they didn't air this part, which I thought was really weird and kind of shady. But there was a lesbian on the panel who had been to war with trans people and said that while she loves trans people and obviously has nothing against them, she saw that it was a hindrance because of the medication that trans people take and how it's not available on the field and all this stuff. And so I live a very cushy, comfortable life as a fucking tranny living in Los Angeles. I don't know shit about going to war. I don't feel like I have even a place to have an opinion on that. So I go with whatever the military says. And I know that currently the military says they would rather not have that. So I don't know. Thank you, the offensive tranny, who says your live streams are iconic. Love you. Love you too. You guys should really check out the offensive tranny on Instagram. Such a cool kid. Kind of like a little mini me. And I think he's amazing. So check him out on Instagram, you guys. The offensive tranny on Instagram. Thanks, Chris1, who says, hi, Blair. Can we get a shout out for Yanive's Meow Mix, a 600 plus image gallery of Yanive's Crazy? People can find it on Twitter. Interesting. I haven't seen that. Shout out to Yanive's Meow Mix. Thank you, Rams fan, who says, can I submit a merch design somewhere? What's your business email? My business email is imblairwhite@gmail.com. And of course you can. I would love to pay you if I use it, obviously. So give me your price and everything as well in the email. Because unlike some YouTubers, I pay for all art that I use from artists, because I think it's very important to pay artists. I know some YouTubers like to say that, exposure is the pay, or having your art be shown to people is the pay. No, it's not. Everyone needs to pay their rent. If you use someone's art, I feel you should pay for it, unless it's given as a gift or for free specifically. But even then, I would feel weird. So long story short, yes, you can send it and I'll check it out. And if I use it, I will pay you. Thank you. What is that noise outside? It's like someone hammering something outside. Ew. The Mimi says, girl, what kind of mic did you get? Love you. I'll show you. So this is the new Yeti. It's like the newest rendition. And it just came out. It was so new when I got it that Best Buy didn't have any on display yet. They had just gotten in the building. So whatever that was, I think it was like $200 or something like that. Joey, how much was this mic, the new Yeti? Like 160. So it wasn't crazy. Thank you, Eddie, who says, what are your thoughts on the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson series and palette? Well, obviously I support everything Shane does. And I got a message from him months ago saying he's working on something and wanted my address. So I'm thinking maybe I'm on the PR list for when it comes out. So maybe I'll be able to show you guys early, because I can't imagine what else he wanted the address for, if not to send me the palette. So I might be getting it early. What's going on, you guys? People are telling me to block certain people. Like, what's going on? Let me refresh. Hold on. Why is Luna saying I live in San Francisco? Girl, I do not live in San Francisco. No one thinks I live in San Francisco. I blocked her regardless, but it's clearly not my fucking address. You couldn't catch me dead living in San Francisco. Thank you, Coco Bean, who says, you've been a huge inspiration to me. Thank you, Blair. Thank you. Love you. Thank you, Lisa, who says, as a Swede in the U.S., I've seen both extremes regarding the gender debate, and I very much appreciate your place in said debate. Love you. Thank you. I'm glad I can be here to participate. Why is everyone still saying to block Luna? I did block her. I love you guys for caring, but I did block her. And my address has not been doxxed in this chat. People are trying to say I live in San Francisco. Girl. Okay. Who wants to be a mod? But it has to be someone I know and trust. Let me find Jared. Jared, type in the chat. I just saw you, Jared. I'm making you a mod, Jared, because I definitely trust you. Let me see. Jared, you're a moderator now. So anyone doing too much, fix that. But I don't live in San Francisco, guys. Come on now. Let's see. Brendan says, I'm a huge fan. Be safe. Thank you, Brendan. I'm going to follow you right now on Twitter. 10. Oxy. Lou. And followed. Fairy Taz says, go on the H3H3 podcast. I would love to. They have to ask me, though. Thank you, Vanilla Cream Roses, who says, just wanted to say I love you and thank you for being brave and speaking your mind on sensitive topics. Thank you, Vanilla. It's very sweet. Thank you, Cameron Torres, who says, Blair, are you still needing graphic designers? I actually am not. I actually found someone. If you don't know, on my Instagram the other day, I posted on my story that I needed a graphic designer because I want like a new intro and outro for my videos. But I actually found someone. But thank you for offering. Thank you, Sekantia, who says, I'm glad the toxic side of the trans community ended up pushing me to your channel and you've helped me with my confidence as a trans girl. Thank you. It's very sweet. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Michael, says you have a lovely smile. Thank you. I have a bit of a complex about my smile. I don't really like my smile, but thank you. Jared, did making you a mod work? Jared has the power. Is Sophia in here too? Because I would love to make Sophia a mod because I love her. Sophia is that girl. Okay. Someone said, Zane, what about Calvin as a friend? Okay. Yeah, now you guys are like asking about like every person. Yes, Calvin's my friend as well. When I said that my only YouTuber friends, I meant people who live near me. So that would be, you know, not that. So I love Calvin too. Catherine said, what do you think about Douglas Murray said about, what do you think about what Douglas Murray said about you in his new book? Who the fuck is Douglas Murray? And why did he write about me in his book? Who was that? Let me Google this. Douglas Murray wrote about me in his book. Like who? I don't even know who this is. Some British journalist. Girl, I don't have time to keep up with British journalists writing about me in their books. Like, who is this? I don't know. It seems a bit irrelevant, to be honest. So hopefully I sold him a few copies of his books writing about me. Thank you, Audra, who says, I'm an avid gun owner. I have suggestions. Message me anytime on Instagram. Cute. I will email you, or not email you. Ugh. I will follow you right now. Followed. Thanks, Tim Allen, who says, I'm a new subscriber to your channel and I enjoy the content I've seen so far. Stay safe. Here's my Instagram. Thank you, Tim. Let me follow you. Tim D. Mutt. I followed you. Follow me back. I feel like this mic, you guys, is the kind of mic that I can do ASMR on. You know what I mean? Hey, guys. Is this how you do ASMR? I'm just wondering. Hold on. How does this sound? Is that pleasing to you? Anyways. What is up with the chat today? Everyone's saying that, like, the chat is crazy. I feel like my chat lately has been crazy every time I go live. But then, like, the real world happens. Like, real life events during the live stream are crazy, too. Like, shit just gets crazy in my live streams now. I don't know why. Well, let me refresh this. Carly Flowers says, Blair, I'm totally down to be a mod. I'm a stay-at-home wife, so not busy. LOL. I don't use Instagram much. You're amazing. Love you. Only thing is I have to see. I can't just make you a mod. It's really weird. I have to see your name in the chat and then select make a mod. So if I see your name again in the regular chat, then I will do it. Thank you, Zaxton Revolution, who says, I love your content. Here's my Instagram. I love you for loving my content. Let me follow you on Instagram. Do y'all think this one's following me? I feel like half the people in here are like, follow me on Instagram, and I do it, and they're not following me. I'm like, interesting. Zaxton Revolution 2019. You're not following me, Zaxton. I'm going to follow you because I'm nice and I'm holding my word about these super chats. But I'm going to need you to follow me back. Follow. What? Where are you going?
I said I'm booking a yoga studio.
You're going to do yoga?
No, it's for a shoot. But
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Ost says, would you talk about transitioning from a gay male to a trans female? Who supported you and how do you stay true? By the way, as a straight male, you fine as hell. LOL. I feel like I've talked about that though, right? Like I've talked about my transition a lot. Who supported me? Most people. I have people on my dad's side of my family who don't, but most people were totally down with it. And how do you stay true? I don't know. I've just always been myself. I don't really know who else to be. But thank you for saying I'm fine as hell. Thank you, Brian Ortez, who says we live in a society. True. True. Thank you, Nami, who says, tell Joey he's mean. Joey, you're mean. I would have been scared too. Your videos always make me laugh. Love you. Stay sassy. My Twitter name is this. Well, I'll follow you right now. Nami Hartley. Can someone explain to me the appeal of ASMR? Because I personally hate it. I can't watch ASMR. I wonder if tapping on this will make you guys happy. Thank you, Zaxton Revolution. It says, I think that biological female and she can have different things. She can just reflect whether or not you look like a woman as a result of your own actions, and therefore Ben Shapiro is wrong. I mean, that was sort of the argument that I had when I debated Ben, was that like pronouns, and I've always said this, pronouns are based on what you look like. That's literally all they are. Yeah, they're just based on what you look like. They have nothing to do with your chromosomes or anything. That's a whole different conversation. Let's see. Thank you, Cameron, who says, your channel has made me feel way more open about politics. Love your work. Thank you. I'm going to follow you right now, Mr. Cameron. The needles. Boom. Follow me back, though. I swear, most people don't even follow me, but you want me to follow you. But I still do it. Thank you, The Raw Truth, who says, are you still doing the Christmas meetup in Virginia? I still have that glass straw I made you, and I was going to give you mine's RL if you'd like. It's a nice one. I want that straw. This girl made me a straw and has always told me, like, come here, give you your straw. I may be doing the Christmas meetup. I'm not sure how Christmas this year is going to work for me. But I will let everyone know when I do. When and if. Thanks, Proxy, who says, I wanted to ask, do you think clothes identify gender? No, I think clothes can express gender in a way, but who's texting me? Who has the nerve to text me in the middle of my stream? But no, because I mean, you guys saw I did a video like a long time ago where I tried to live as a man for a day and I dressed as a man, put my hair in a beanie, wore like men's clothes head to toe, and I just still look like a girl. So it was like, clothes aren't really much. Thank you, Ost, who says, would you ever do porn? No, definitely not. Thank you, Poppy, who says, the art thing. My art got stolen years ago and it's being sold on Amazon. Not that I could sell it because I own neither Stitch nor Starbucks. That sucks. I'm sorry. Thank you, Vicky, who says, what are your thoughts on the Joker movie? It's so good. Unpopular opinion, I actually didn't think it was that good. I mean, I loved the end, and I thought that there were certain points that I loved, of course, but if I'm being honest, it was a little boring to me. It was a little slow paced, a little, I don't know. That's just me, though. So you guys can crucify me if you want, but that's my opinion. Thank you, Brandy B, who says, I've been following you for over a year and says for me to follow you on Instagram, but you didn't give your Instagram in the comment, so I can't. But thank you for following me. Thank you, Kitty Meows, who says, you are so smart and wonderful. Love your content. Thank you, Kitty. Who are y'all telling me to block now? Everyone's like, block this person, block this person. It's officially Jared's job to block people. It is officially Jared's job to block. So Jared, if you're still in here, if people in the chat are giving you a good reason to block, please do so. Someone commented, they can't believe they have to murder me for not liking Joker. Thank you, Rusty Chan, who says, dissociative identity disorder is a valid DSM-5 diagnosis, usually associated with trauma or overwhelming experiences. Okay, thank you for the info. I had heard somewhere that it was debunked as not a real thing, but I guess it is. Someone said, oh no, the Inspector 5 says, Peter Griffin is the hottest man on earth. Actually, I am. Anyways. Mr. Crab says, hi, Blair. Lots of people want Ben Shapiro to run for president. What are your thoughts about him running or being elected? That'd be interesting. I don't know about that. I don't know. Would y'all vote for him? I don't know. Thank you, sweet clown Tasuki, who says, I'm a trans girl who doesn't have beliefs like the SJWs at school. I'm scared if they find out, I'll get bullied. What do I do? Learn how to fight. No, but don't give a fuck. I mean, maybe you're very, very young and maybe you care because you're just sort of in a younger mindset. And I understand that completely because I used to get bullied as well. And I cared. But if you're in college or like late high school, don't even give a shit, honestly. Anyone who bullies you for a difference of opinion is a plebeian, is a troglodyte, is very much a simpleton. We already know what they are, right? By the way, everyone keeps asking where this light up lipstick is from. It's actually from Gerard Cosmetics, who I used to have a sponsorship with, but they dropped me because I wasn't selling enough makeup for them. Probably because most of my fans don't buy makeup like that. So it was a weird partnership to begin with. So there's some inside tea. That was like a year ago. Thank you, Jason M., who says, hey, Blair, I'm sure you've gotten this a million times, but I consider myself straight. But over the last couple of years, I've noticed myself being attracted to trans women. So any advice? It's very intimidating, and I don't know what to think of it. I would say, first off, you shouldn't be intimidated by what you're attracted to. I think that if you're intimidated or scared or nervous about it or confused, it's probably because you're overthinking it. We all like what we like, right? Like I have a type, you have a type, he has a type, she has a type. You might have a type for trans women. Lots of men do. Way more than people want to talk about. So just accept it and live your best life. That's really all there is to it, right? Like try it out, see if you like it. Have the time of your life or the worst time of your life. Who knows? Thank you, Golga Thydra, who says, I'm going to Shu's channel. She saw you not call her a friend, is doing a Blair takedown stream. No, she's not. That's clearly a lie. You're silly. Thank you, Recovered Chaos, who says, love your work. Please follow me. Love you too. I'll follow you right now. Everyone watching, follow me on Instagram if you're not. MS Blair White. Let's see if this guy's following me. 369. See if this one's following me first. I think you gave me the wrong Instagram because you're not coming up. You can resend it. Thank you, Dimitri Lightwood, who says, love you, queen. Been following you ever since the Shane Dawson podcast. Here's my Instagram. Thank you. That's a very long time. That was one of the first things I ever did. So that's amazing. Thank you. I'll follow you right now. Dimitri Lightwood. Bam, followed. Ow. I just dropped my phone and it hit my leg. Thank you, Caleb, who says, please come to Seattle and drag everyone. Everyone? So I'm just going to land in Seattle and start dragging everyone. I just got a weird imagery in my head of just attacking the first person off the plane. Thank you, Sarah, who says, this is my 4th super chat. I'm now broke, so I hope you notice me. Sarah, I would have got to it, but I appreciate you regardless. Love you, Sarah. I'm going to follow you right now, okay? Sarah 891H. Bam. Thank you, Sydney, who says, hey, Blair, 80% of my university watches your videos, and we love your debates. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. And I'll follow you right now. That's awesome. Tell all of them hi. People occasionally message me and show me like pictures of like my videos playing in college classes and stuff like that. And that's like crazy to me. I'm not finding you on Instagram. Maybe it's Twitter that you want me to follow you on. Yes, it is. Followed. Thanks, Tristan, who says, hey, Blair, enjoy the videos and sorry to hear you're going through this crap. Keep it up and don't let them bring you down. Thank you. No one's bringing me down. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you, Ost Gutia, who says you should do date a fan contest for charity. I'm a straight male and would pay the world for one date. That actually is a pretty cool charity thing. Like go out to dinner. That's very conceited. Like who wants to put enough money to hang out with me for an hour? No, that's conceited. But I would like to do a different kind of charity that doesn't involve going on a date. But thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you, Enrique, who says, been around since video 1. Well, damn. Video 1, though? Let me follow you. That deserves a follow and a half. Let me follow you. Louise. And followed. Okay, it's getting kind of hot for this jacket, but whatever. Thank you, Queen Bee, who says, hey, girl, love you. Been following you since the very beginning. My Instagram is this. Thank you. I'm going to follow you right now. Underscore. I can't find you. Oh, that's why. Typo. My bad. Okay, you guys. It's getting a little too hot for me to be under this light, and I think I am going to dip out. But I love you guys. It's been so fun. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, watching me get pranked. And I'll see you guys soon. I have a video going on my second channel this weekend, and then main channel will be early next week. So, bye, guys.